Good afternoon, Arctic Foxes hockey fans. We are live here from the Royal Oak John Lindell Ice Arena in somewhere in Michigan by Detroit.
We'll say Auburn Hills-ish.
Hills, Bloomington Hills, something like that.
South of Flint.
Much south of Flint, yes. Slightly north of Detroit. Arctic Fox is here for their first game of the Grinder Tournament, Winter Grinder Tournament, against the Hammond Mohawks from Indiana. In the booth, Matt Bouchard.
Hey, everybody.
Foxes look to... Actually, this is only, our second tournament, actual tournament of the year?
Second actual tournament where there's medals on the line, but Foxes are coming in post-holiday break 1-2. Played against the Beaver Badgers, lost that one, but won against the Allegheny Badgers, and then lost against the Vengeance. Overall record is 13-16-1 on the season, all things considered.
So one thing I was looking at, your MHR ranking, right? MHR gives you also a strength of schedule.
Yes, it does.
Which you want those two rankings to pretty much line up.
Yes, and for those who have no idea what MHR is, My Hockey Rankings.
My Hockey Rankings. The Arctic Foxes right now, their MHR and their strength of schedule are identical.
That's awesome.
It tells you we're doing what we should be doing.
Yes, it does.
So I know the Foxes have had a rough go in Powell, but everything, the games have been one-goal games other than the Vengeance games, and this is exactly where you want these kids to maximize their growth and to get better.
Lots to be proud of.
Yeah.
A lot of structure building this season, and
Absolutely.
That was the intent since day one, and it's showing up in their games. Opponent today should be competitive, but the Foxes, if they do what they need to do, should be able to take care of business. That's our estimation.
Should be a good chance for the Foxes in this tournament. They obviously have to come out and play, but should be a highly competitive tournament. 4 games this weekend here, not including the playoff portion of the tournament. So 4 round robin games, 2 today, 1 coming up right now, another one at 7:45 tonight.
Yep. No, 7:15.
7:15 tonight.
Yes.
Then
For those tuning in,
tomorrow,
7:15.
Tomorrow we're 11:15, I believe, in the morning, and 8 o'clock at night.
Yes.
And then we'll see where they stand for the round robin portion, or for the tournament portion on Monday.
Yeah. So keys to this game, I have 2. First one is I'd love to see them get the first goal. They just tend to play better from ahead instead of chasing the game. So that's my first. My second is go back to the shots that they were taking in the previous tournament that we had against the Ohio kids, where shots were coming in 43, 31, 36.
Yeah, take your chances, right?
Yes.
Crashing that. They don't have to be pretty.
Yeah, if you look at the last 3 games, it's been 19, 16, and 10 So it's starting to slide backwards a little bit, and you need shots to score goals.
Absolutely.
So those are my two.
Fox is taking the ice here, as are the Mohawks. Foxes in their home white jerseys. Hammond Mohawks in their blue Washington Capitals looking jerseys, which makes me want to vomit.
Wearing number 99, Eric.
Ooh.
Their goalie is 99. That is wild. That is a wild thing to do. Well, that's the thing that's going to make me tweak today. Wayne Gretzky stretching on the side.
Well,
I guess the Foxes
this is
are playing
last name
without
Gretzky.
him. Yeah,
I can't read it, but it is not Gretzky.
It is not Gretzky. I guess the Foxes are playing without a net today too.
Well, that'll be that'll be good.
Yes.
Can't score if
Stellar
there's no net.
defense.
Yeah.
Aw.
Instead of the referee down here set the net, the other one's just standing at center ice. Now realizes, oh, I have a job to do. That's not a good. That's not a good sign for the kind of officiating we might get.
I mean, we are in Michigan, so I'm optimistic.
Well, this team's from Indiana. We're from Pennsylvania. Neither are from Michigan. So
This is true.
look at how wide this goalie's stance is.
I was busy looking at the size of his
Their
pad.
goalies are wearing 18 and 99.
I don't know. They do it weird in Indiana. We were in Indiana, and it is very flat, and there's not a lot to do. So I guess if you're there long enough, you end up with decisions like this.
So we believe this team is from Indiana?
We believe this team is from Indiana. Colin is our AV crew today. Thank you, Colin. Dad in the box, we believe, will be Christian. Coaches, as usual, we have Coach Justin, Coach Chris, and we have Coach Russ working the doors.
We're getting feedback from home viewers that ask if we could bump the camera up slightly.
We are on the top bunk, ladies and gents. It's
The
a bit of
video
a
man
unique
says
arena.
no.
Yeah. We also apologize for the lighting. It is not the iPad. It is the building.
It is dim.
It is,
We are playing at night.
yes. They like their hockey in a certain mood lighting, if you will. That said, we acknowledge that it is a closer camera than usual, and so therefore we will make sure that we get the game in play.
No.
42 seconds left in the warm-ups. Both teams doing their thing. Looks like Wayne Gretzky is going to start for Indiana.
Is there any feedback from home that
We would like to know if there's any feedback from home on the adjustment of the camera angle. So feel free to chime in at any time. Down to the last 20. Puck bag on the ice now for the Foxes. Slightly behind schedule.
Yeah. It doesn't come through. Actually, it does come through on the camera. If you notice the detail, these stands start halfway up the boards, which is unique to this rink. Usually the stands and the walkways are flush with the floor.
The bathrooms have wooden toilet seats. Wooden toilet seats.
Chuck providing his analysis of the bathrooms at the facility.
If we've been told they have wooden toilet seats.
he's concerned about splinters?
That and absorption. Get a little bit of everybody, a little memory in every seat.
Better sit still. 13-minute periods for today's matchup, or I guess for the tournament. We'll have to see how that plays into penalties, if there'll be a minute and a half or a minute. Hopefully we find out on the power play.
16 participants.
All right, Fox is going through their final motions and chats. Pucks are going in the bag.
What just happened? There we go. I fixed it.
Wayne Gretzky is not starting the game.
Wow.
Plot twist. That is a tiny goalie.
It's Brian Rush +1.
It is Brian West +1. All right, starting lineup is taking shape and coming to center red.
At center, Zach Seach. Wings, Eli Tagano and Logan Heffron. Defense, Sage and Eric Rosswag. Puck is dropped, and Hammond wins the opening draw. They send it up the wall into the Fox's zone. Rosswag has it. Forecheck pressure by Hammond. Takes the puck away. Centered it through the crease. All the way through the far wall. Logan over to get it. Zach now battles down in the corner. 2-on-2 battle there. Logan comes in. Forces it up the far wall. Not out. Hammond sends it right back down below the net. Luckily, Hammond forward lost his stick. Rosswag able to skate into this. And puck cleared out by the Foxes. Hammond regroups in their neutral zone. Zach steps up on the player, but he's able to come down the near side wall. Rosswag and Eli providing the defense. Rosswag takes the puck away, and Sage sends it around the wall behind the net. This one up the near side wall. Hammond again into the corner, blocked off by Sage and his skates. Eli able to poke that out to the neutral zone. Hammond regroups again. Eli in on the forecheck pressure. Zach able to step up, take the puck away there. Puck through the neutral zone. Zach swats it through. Cross center red. Hammond on the defensive change, able to come in with some speed. This one in goes wide of the cage. Hammond able to control the early minutes here of play into the Fox's zone. This one back behind the net now. Sage in the far corner. Puck is free. Rosswag has it. Rosswag lost his stick. He kicks it over to Sage. Rosswag able to pick it up now. Puck in his skates. He's able to poke it free. Shot was blocked by Sage. Rosswag over to it, able to step around a Hammond player, and he fires this out of the zone for an ice. Much needed by the Foxes there right off the get-go.
Yeah, Foxes look good. It's just a funky start. A lot of bouncing pucks and a lot of down sticks, but they're playing well so far.
Foxes come out now with Tanner, Luca, and Luke with Cooper and Axel with D. This one face off again, won by Hammond and fired over the cage into the near corner now. Foxes over to it, back out to the point. This one sent in. Luca able to get a stick on it. It goes right to Tanner. Tanner's got Luca ahead of him. Tanner carrying the puck through the neutral zone down the near side wall. Pulls up. Puck in the corner now. 3 Hammond players there. Is Luca able to come down and support? Hammond able to flip this up through the neutral zone. Coop goes back for it. Axel going, retrieving the puck. That one goes down for an ice. Here with 11:02 to go in the first period.
Yeah, starting to find the transition game a little bit. Looking for the outlets. Both teams are basically just feeling each other out at this point.
2 clean face-off wins so far by Hammond. So something to keep your eye on.
Yeah. Also notable, though, their shots are well wide of the net.
Yeah.
So hopefully that continues.
Antel in on the face-off now. He wins it to Cruz. Cruz able to fire one. Tipped in front. Good pass. And it goes. The Foxes take the 1-0 lead. Sebastian Similis with the redirect on the shot by Cruz right off the face-off win. And the Foxes tally first here against the Hammond Mohawks.
1 shot, 1 goal. Amazing deflection. Great hand-eye coordination to pull that off.
Up at about chest height, too. Not an easy play of pass, able to tip it down and in.
Yeah, that's usually a play you see in the second or third period after the teams have kind of settled.
Hammond wins the faceoff. It goes back into their defensive zone, and Antel was able to break up the breakout pass. Camp it in. Cruz now finds it. He sends it down below the goal line in the Hammond zone. Hammond first in on it, but Bass is right there. Cruz with a nice pinch on the wall. Takes the puck away. Right back to Bass. He fires. It was deflected and went wide. Antel has it. He cycles it back below to Cruz. Cruz, Bass, and Eric just causing havoc in the offensive zone. Here's Cooper with a nice kick save there by the Hammond goalie. Good shot from Coop from the point. Hammond able to turn this back, trying the headman pass, and Antel knocks it down in the neutral zone. Finds it on his back end and finds Cruz, and the Foxes are right back in. Cruz smartly throws this on cage. Loose puck. Bass cleans up the rebound, and the Foxes take a 2-0 lead. Oh my goodness, Sebastian Similis finds the loose change in front from Cruz.
What a shift.
And that's 2 in a row for Bass and Cruz.
Great work. The team is very quickly getting into this. And we said in the beginning, 2 keys, shots and playing with the lead. Check the box on playing with the lead.
What a shift by that group of forwards. Totally flipped the ice, changed the momentum as the Foxes were able to just establish zone time, and they pot 2 goals. Hammond wins the faceoff here off the draw. They send it in. It was tipped, so no ice. Sage and Jace converge on the puck behind the net. Sage moves it out to the near side wall. Eli there. This one cycled back down by Hammond. Jace into the corner first to it. He pokes that around a Hammond player. He's got it, and he's looking. He's got Eli in the neutral zone. Off Eli's stick. And this one's back behind the D. Eli and a defenseman for Hammond racing for it. Hammond's going to get it first, but Eli's right in on the play. Able to force a weak pass up the wall that Zach intercepted. Hammond now breaks out as they regain possession. They go through the neutral zone, and that evades a lead man and goes to Sage. Sage moves it back across center red. Hammond finds it. They dump it in. No ice here as Jace is back to get it. Puck into the corner. Jace on a Mohawk tie up. Jace down on one knee, plays the puck up the wall. Logan able to come down to support. Eli trying to tip it ahead. He got taken down. And this one back in offsides on Hammond.
Yeah, quick observation. I think that Hammond's got one good line, their first line, and then there's a pretty big drop off.
Yeah, it looks to be that way.
Yeah, but that's good. That's good for the Foxes.
All right, Foxes deploy Luca, Tanner, and Luke with Roswag and Axel at D. Puck drop. One back by Tanner. Axel tried to play that one up. It was deflected and held in the zone by Hammond. Centering pass now. Goes behind the net on a deflection. Hammond tried to cycle that around. Axe is there. He sends it around. Roswag swats it into the corner. Luca there with a Hammond player on him. Luke able to come up with it. Two Hammond players now on him. Luca spins out. Roswag finds it high off the glass and out into the neutral zone. And that's a good clear as it doesn't go far enough for icing. And Luke's able to get in on the forecheck now. Luke and Tanner now causing havoc. On the forecheck, Hammond trying to break out. Loose puck. Comes through the neutral zone to Hammond. Nice back check by Tanner to disrupt the breakout of Hammond. Turns it back for the Foxes. And Luke able to push this into the offensive zone now down the far side wall. Luke centering past the Tanner. He shoots and scores. What a pass by Luke Posesso. A no-look backhand right into the slot. Tanner buries it on the one-timer. What a play.
That was filthy. That was filthy. Filthy good. 3-0 on 5 shots.
8:20 left in the first period. Fox is coming out with some fire here.
Looks like Wayne Gretzky's getting his gear together, perhaps, here.
And it's not on this goalie. The Foxes have some great A chances right now off the get-go. Antel, Cruz, and Bass back out here as the forward line. Axe and Roswag stay as the D pair. Puck battle here on the near side wall in the neutral zone. Bass comes up with it, moves it back to Roswag. He steps around two men now, trying to get his feet going, looking for a breakout. Roswag up the near side wall, sends it far corner, caddy corner, dump it. Bass is first to it, fires right off the chest of the keeper. Nice little set play there by the Foxes to change the ice. Just threw the puck into open space and let the speed go get it. Foxes dump it right back in. This one breaking out through the neutral zone. Foxes went for a D change. 2-on-2 rush. Hammond with some speed coming in. That one off Huddy's mask with blocker. Huddy with his first save of the game, I believe.
It is.
Hammond able to hold this in, send it back below. Axe has it now behind the cage. Axel up the near side wall looking for Cruz. Cruz able to step around a Hammond player, able to get it out to the neutral zone. And Cruz and Bass have a 2-on-1. Oh, it just got ahead of Cruz as he was pushing it just out of his reach. But Antel made a good play on the near side wall to force the puck down below. Now into the far corner. Hammond trying to break out again. Got past Antel as he was trying to get his skates on as he was flying across the blue line. And what do we have here? Penalty coming up on the Foxes. Bass going to the box.
I believe it was a trip, perhaps.
Roughing.
No, roughing. Yep.
Foxes go to the PK here. Minute 30 penalties in this tournament.
I didn't get a clean look at it, but I don't know if it was actually a roughing. I think it was just they rubbed each other and the one kid fell down.
All right, Foxes on the PK. Zach able to push that face off to the far wall. Hammond able to control, and they send it right back. So Zach and Logan on the forwards killing us, along with Cooper and Jace at D. Hammond now behind the goal line. Trying to set up a power play here. Tipped pass by Jace as this works its way out to the corner. Hammond player fell down. Jace has it. Jace and Logan have a 2-on-1. Logan's got to stay on sides, and it's off sides on the Foxes.
Almost. All right, so Eric, it's a 1.5 penalties, which is notable because usually in PAL it's only a minute. That extra 30 seconds makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. 1 minute penalties in PAL play go by with the blink of an eye. A couple clears and the penalty's over. You add that extra 30 seconds. It's enough to get the kids tired if they get stuck on the ice.
It makes an impact.
Foxes regrouping here in their own zone. Cooper to Jace out to the blue line. Hammond holds it in. Jace on the far wall here. This one's sent below the net. Penalty coming up here. cross-check behind the play on Hammond. Roughing penalty, and that's going to cancel out the PK. So Foxes go to 1 for 1 on the PK.
Exactly 45 seconds in, so Foxes will get a 45-second power play when this is all done. Halfway through the first period, shots, Arctic Foxes 6, North Stars 1. Or is it Mohawks? Mohawks.
4v4 here for 45 seconds. Zach, Sage, Roswag, and Logan. Face off, one over to the empty wing, and Hammond's defense able to step up and play it out to the neutral zone. Pass Roswag, but Sage is there to clean it up. Sage taking some pressure now. He's able to work that one away into the corner. Good play by the Hammond forward there. Hammond sends this one in from the point. It goes far wide. Sorry, it was Eli. It's Eli out there, not Logan. Hammond tries the center. Nobody there except for Foxes, and tipped away. This one in the feet of the defenseman as he comes down from the blue line. Roswag has it, trying to work it out, deflected by Hammond. This one down below. Sage has it now. Sage right in front of his own net into 2 Hammond players. Roswag comes back and breaks things up. It's in his feet, works its way back into the slot. Fox is getting a little sloppy here. Penalty is up, so Fox is to the power play now. Sage has it off the wall, looking. Eli has it. Zach has it. This one back in. Fox is kind of jammed up. Zach finds it and dumps it in. This one pushed into the corner by the Hammond goalies. It was on cage by Zach from the neutral zone. Down to 23 seconds here on the power play. Logan to the far wall. Goes out to Roswag. Roswag taps it right back down to Logan. Logan centering pass just past Eli's stick as he was trying to deflect it on the backhand. Zach finds it on the near side wall, dumps it in the near corner. Hammond clears this, and this is going to go down for an ice. And the penalty is going to expire here. So, I just reset the clock on accident.
Oh, you're so close. So, yes, minor heart attack. Sage cutting it in front of the crease. No. I hope Hudson and Sage have a chat about that so they don't do that twice. But you know what I just realized? 2 of the 3 goals that they have in the first period are things that they specifically worked on in the last week of practice.
It's all coming to fruition. I mean, can't be understated. The system these boys are playing now. There's a shot by Axe from the point off a skate in front and held by the Hammond goalie. Axel with a nice play to shoot that through traffic. Might have hit Luke's skate and redirected in on cage.
Hi, Jenna.
Chuck says hi. Puck drop. Tanner wins the faceoff. Passed it back to Axel. Axel with a nice move around the oncoming defender. And walked it right down the near side wall. Foxes still have it. Tanner sends that in. That one went wide off the goalie's stick. Luke now battling with a Hammond player to far wall. Able to come up with the puck on a nice play. Luke flying through the zone into the slot, trying to get the forehand. He shoots.
Good save.
And a save by the Hammond goalie. Nice play by Luke Possesso there. Able to create the turnover on the far wall and walk it right into the slot.
Yeah, that was a good save by the Hampton goalie. He had a yawning cage right out in front and made the glove save.
4:14 to go in the first. 3-0 Foxes. Antel, Cruz, and Bass out there as the forward crew with Jason Sage at defense.
Yeah, shots 10-1.
Antel tries to go forward on it, able to poke it to himself and then to Bass. He centers it. It was just coming to Cruz's stick, but the Hammond player able to poke it away. Cruz, though, right there on the forecheck on the sidewall. Sorry, it's Cruz and Bass. Bass able to turn this thing back, and he is flying down below the goal line. Centers it. Chad Cruz on the back door is broken up by the defense. Right in the crease, though. Hammond able to come up with this on their near side. He sends it out. Cruz Bass intercepts it, sends it back on cage wide left. This one coming up the near side wall. Cruz looks. Hammond able to come up with it. They send it back in. Jace has it behind the net now, battling with a Hammond player. Up the far side wall. Bass has it. This one, that clearing attempt, the lead pass to Cruz was deflected by a Hammond player and broken up. He had Cruz streaking right through the neutral zone. Hammond able to move this back towards the blue line. Sent in by Hammond below the goal line. Sage goes to retrieve. Sage back up the far side wall, looking for Bass on the wall. Unable to get through. This one coming back into the slot. Nice play by Jace there to break it up and then tried to hit Bass. on the lead pass. It's going to go down for an ice. Nice play by Jace.
2:54 left in the first period. Still shots 10-1. Something that the Foxes are going to need to keep an eye on is Hudson's basically only had one shot. So that can get to you because you don't see a lot of action for a while.
It's going to be definitely tough for a
Yes.
goalie. And we know Huddy's a volume goalie, right?
Yes, he is.
Like seeing the shots.
By volume goalie, we mean he plays more comfortable when he's seeing more rubber.
Eli wins the faceoff, pokes it back to Roswag. Roswag off the wall to Logan, but it took a funny bounce off the kick plate there and bounced. But Logan able to dance around looking for Zach, and it was deflected. Foxes had a good chance there on a set faceoff breakout. Fox is in on the forecheck as Hammond's trying to regain possession and move out. Having trouble doing another funny bounce off the wall as the puck just kind of died. Good for the Foxes as they're able to hold it in. This one deflected on its right. Eli trying to kick it over to Zach. And Hammond comes up with it. And Roswag steps up on a man, takes it away. And Zach back to it now. Hammond able to dump it into the Foxes zone. And this one goes down below the goal line where Axel has it. He quickly moves out over to Roswag. Roswag looking, steps around a Hammond player. Roswag off the wall, gets it out of the zone, was looking for Logan on the lead pass. Logan comes up with it at center red. Just a back and forth battle here in the neutral zone. Penalty coming up here. Big collision in front of the Hammond. So Logan taking a penalty here for roughing.
Looks like Zach's taking one as well for a slash, perhaps.
Zach got taken down. And I think a frustration slash. So Foxes get 2 to the box.
Yep.
Injured player here for Mohawk in front of the cage, I think, was probably the recipient of the slash.
Nobody's helping the player up, which is interesting. Okay, so now we have a Hammond player in the box as well. Perhaps for roughing.
That was the signal.
I'm curious what the second Fox is for. If they're two separate.
Zach's is up on the board as a minute and a half. I don't
Potentially a misconduct because we're only seeing one so far.
Well, the two roughing penalties are going to be coincidental, right? So they're not going to go back up on the board. So we're going to play 5-on-4.
So what are we thinking? Offsetting roughing minors and then
That's
a
what
slash?
I'm thinking. And then the slash.
Okay, we'll go with that.
1:54 to go here in the first. Minute and a half power play for the Mohawks. Tanner in on the faceoff for the Foxes. Puck is dropped. Tanner wins it clean back to Jace. Jace up the wall. And Hammond able to hold that in. It goes right back to Tanner's stick. This one into the neutral zone, or into the slot rather. And Huddy makes a glove save on the backhand shot.
Yep. Hudson doing gymnastics with the puck after the save, which is good to see. It suggests he's comfortable. And we are superstitious. He caught the puck on the side of his glove, which is going to give him a boost.
Another face-off win by Tanner. Right back to Jace. Jace to Luke. And Hammond holds in at the line again. This one right back into the slot. Good save by Hudson there with the stick. And the blocker moved that out to the corner. Foxes need to get below the puck, though, here. They're able to work it out to the neutral zone. This one comes back in. Tanner able to go down to one knee and work it back up to the neutral zone. That one poke check by Hammond. Tanner able to work back to it. Hammond comes in, a 2-on-2 rush with Tanner back checking. Shot in, goes wide to the near corner, up the near side wall now. Past him at the point, and Luke's going to have a breakaway. Luke Macesso coming in shorthanded. Luke, it just bobbles off of his stick at the last second. Foxes here's got to remember they're still in the PK now. That's way offsides by the Hammond Mohawks by a good 10 feet.
Yeah, Foxes caught a break.
That was a 2-on-1 rush heading into the Foxes zone on the power play as they got a little juiced up on the breakaway chance and got caught out of position.
Yeah. And for whatever happened in the corner boards, it definitely woke up Hammond a little bit. So the Foxes need to be aware of that. Let's just say they're playing with a little bit more purpose.
Luke going to take the face off here for the Foxes. He pushes that over to the near side wall. Hammond finds it, sends it in. Sage able to come up with it. He works it across to Roswag. Roswag reverses it up the wall to Luca. Luca hits the. Oh, man, he had Luke in the neutral zone. It was just a little bit behind him. What a look by Luca there with 41 seconds to go in the period.
Yeah.
So 18 seconds left in the minor to Zach, which is also the minor to the other two, but Zach's going to be the only one that's able to come out here on the penalty expiration.
Yeah. The Foxes had some pretty steady momentum going, and then we ran into a flurry of penalties, and it's kind of disrupted it a little bit.
Antel now in on the faceoff. He drops the puck, sends it right over to the Hammond player. Roswag with a block right off the chest. Finds the loose puck high off the wall. Nice clear, and it's not far enough for icing. And Luca is flying in on the forecheck, and he comes up with the puck. Able to move it out to the point to Antel. It just got past him. Look out, 2-on-2 rush for Hammond. They send it in from the neutral zone. Huddy kicks that one. Roswag has it and goes right up the wall, back out of the neutral zone with 15 seconds to go in the period. The penalty is up. Fox is back to even strength. This one sent back down. Roswag going to get it with 10 on the clock. Roswag has it. He reverses, goes behind his own cage, reverses again, and comes out able to get away from the forecheck here, and he's able to run out the period. And we will go to the first intermission, 3-0 Foxes.
Oh, that was my favorite. With 5 seconds left on the clock, he skates out into the defensive zone and goes, nobody else is going to play me, right? We all agree this 5 seconds is done? No, they were not. Hammond was not done. But that was a good period for the Foxes. Total shots on goal after one period. Arctic Foxes 10, Mohawks 4. First 5 shots, 3 goals converted. And then the game kind of settled down a little bit because of the disruption of the penalties and Hammond waking up, a little bit. Overall, good period for the Foxes. Hopefully they can do that for the next 2 periods. And I'm going to throw away what I said were the keys to the game in the first because check box, we got the first goal. Also 10 shots in the first, good momentum there. This game now is more about making sure that you don't get too relaxed, thinking that you're better than the other team, and so the game will just come to you naturally. They got where they did because they played hard. They don't want to let up on that. And then the other thing is it was 1 shot against from the Mohawks for the most part, but 4 shots after 1. That's not a lot of volume for Hudson, so you don't want to get into a scenario where all of a sudden there's a flurry of shots because it's very stop and start for your goaltender. If they do those 2 things, I think they will be good. Walk out of here with the win, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Looks like final chats are getting done. Coach Justin's drawing up some plays on the board to explain something. Maybe some neutral zone outlets. And the team switch sides. Looks like Hammond's sticking with the starting goalie, number 18. Going back into the net. Foxes are taking their position. And being in that we're in Michigan, we're going to say that the first 2 minutes of this period is the Detroit-style pizza dash. If the Foxes score in the first 2 minutes, Eric Wasserog's buying pizza for the entire team to celebrate. Play won by Hammond, taken through the neutral zone, and then ultimately offside, so that shot's not going to count. Face off outside the blue line. Leaning in is Eric. Contested but won by Hammond. They are able to get it into the zone. Couple trips. It exits the zone though. Still in possession of Hammond. Hammond looks across. They're able to get it in and they're content to throw it in. Axel's giving chase, but so is Hammond. Hammond gets the puck behind the net. Throws it up the wall. Hammond defenseman gets the puck. Looks to shoot but whiffs. Gets the puck back though. Shoots again. Turns into more of a pass than a shot. One of the Hammond teammates. Taken away by Eric, and he works it out of the zone. Just missed by Cruz and gets dumped back in. Great poke check by Axel to get it out. Cruz there, Bass there, couple players. Eric comes away with it, does a 360 spin, takes it in the zone, tries to dump it into the corner. Doesn't get far enough, picked up by Hammond, and they're going to carry it out. Throwing up into the neutral zone, picked off by Cruz. Cruz alertly finds Cooper. Cooper then throws it, but just misses Eric. It's going to go in the zone, and we do have an icing.
11:51 to go, second period. So sorry I had to run to the facilities. What am I giving away today on the 2-minute thing?
Don't worry about it. We'll see if in 51 seconds we have something to appreciate.
I want hot honey sauce for mine.
Okay. Eli.
8-7 pizza in 30 minutes ago.
Foxes lose the face-off, or actually won the face-off. Hammond quickly turned it in on Cage, but went wide. Did not go on Cage. Nice shot block there by Eli. The shot from the point. Logan tips it ahead. Had Zach rushing out of the zone. Eli there. Logan able to come up with it. He pushes it into the offensive zone, but quickly turned back by Hammond out the center red. This one swatted by Hammond down into the Foxes zone. Icing waved off. Sage first to it in the near corner. Sage sends it up the wall, or crosses over to Jace. Jace goes back to Sage. Sage stops the puck behind his own zone, or behind his own net. Eli now sends it back around the wall over to the far side. Zach now has it behind his own cage. Fox is having a little trouble clearing a puck here, just whiffing on a lot of passes. Tied up now, Sage with two Hammond Mohawks. Eli down, battles, Sage finds it, sends it. Penalty coming up here on the Foxes. Referee from way out in the neutral zone calls it, not the ref right in front of everything.
Looks like Sage. I'm not sure what the call was, though.
Another roughing
not
penalty.
sure. Roughing?
Another roughing penalty.
Gotcha. Well, the Detroit-style dash has concluded. Unfortunately, no pizza for the team. One of these days, we're going to nail one of these. All right, so Eric, during intermission, I talked about the team can't get comfortable with a 3-goal lead. They got to push hard.
Got to keep going.
Yeah. Here you are with a penalty kill. Don't turn it into a shot blitz.
That's right. Right off the face-off draw, there was a shot. It was deflected and went wide. I don't think Huddy got it. Hammond now in the far corner. That pass there was deflected by Rosswag behind the net. Axel played it up, but Hammond able to come up with it. This into the slot rather. Eli has a penalty coming up here on Hammond as Eli was bodied down, and we're going to go to 4-on-4.
It's interesting. They're calling it real tight.
It's very tight. And maybe after the flurry in front of the bench there, the referees are actually, going to do their job and take control of the game.
I'll take it. Compared to the other referees that we've had this season, I'll take this. At least it's consistent. That's all we ever want.
That's right. All right, 104 in the penalty to Sage.
Yeah, looks like the Foxes will get a 26-second power play out of this, perhaps.
Puck is dropped. Hammond wins the faceoff. They try to clear the zone. Axe able to hold it in. Axel to Zach. Zach pulls it through the neutral zone, trying to backhand it. This one was deflected and went wide. Zach battles in the corner. Logan rather, centers it. Had Rosswag creeping down from the slot, and look out. Foxes do a good job of getting back, and Axel able to pressure the puck and take that rush away as Rosswag had pinched down from his spot looking for that play in the crease there. Rosswag able to poke this one up to Logan at the blue line. And Logan able to poke it across center red and then give chase here and deflected the pass from Hammond and went right past Zach's stick. Zach moves it back to his defense. Rosswag has it. Rosswag blows a tire. Look out. Chance for Hammond here. Up the Huddy with a good save on the near post. Rosswag finds it and sends it around the board. This one's still in the zone, though. That shot in from the point. Hits a bunch of bodies. Never got on cage. Goes below the net off the ref's skate. Stays in the corner. Fox's penalty is over. This one wrapped around behind the net onto the near side wall. Walked away by Rosswag on the centering pass there. He kicked it behind, and Zach has it. He fires it off the wall and down and out. This will be an ice, but the Foxes needed it.
Yeah, that was necessary.
9:06 left in, 9:05 rather, left in the second period. And we have 7 seconds to go on the power play for the Foxes.
It's going to be important after these 7 seconds that they get back into a rhythm. It is completely disrupted, and you can tell that it's taking its toll a little bit. No shots through the second period so far for the Foxes.
Tanner wins that faceoff clean. Cooper rather moved it up the near side wall. Luke was giving pressure, trying to get the puck out, but Hammond able to hold it in. Hammond able to work it down below the cage now. Jace back to get it. Never made it to him. It died along the wall behind the net. Hammond still comes up with it.
Yeah, we're all even now.
Hammond whiffed that one. Luca taken down, shoulder right into his chest. No call. Luke and a Hammond player tie up here on the near side wall. Cooper able to find this one. He floats that one. Almost had Luca breaking, but it's broken up. Tanner follows up with it, though. He moves through the slot. He sends that one in at cage, but it never went on. It went just wide on the near side. Tanner and Luca in on the forecheck over on the far wall. That held in by Jace. Jace lets one rip. That one bounces and stopped and held by the Hammond goalie with 8:13 to go in the middle frame.
Good decision by Jace. Just get it on net, see what happens. That is the thing that they need to keep doing here. Great decision by Jace.
Especially with the way the forwards have been going at the net, too. You know?
Yep, they'll get it.
Tanner in on the faceoff. Coop and Jace at D. Luke and Luca are the wings. Hammond wins that one. Actually went in on cage, and the goalie moved that aside. Hammond breaks out, looking for the man through the neutral zone. They have him. Jace does a nice job of bodying the player off the puck and create the turnover. And Cooper flying now. Cooper moving out through over the blue line into the zone. They lost possession and then was able to get back, find the puck, and dump it back in. Nice play by Cooper. Luke with the puck behind, centers it, looking for Tanner in front. That one works its way behind the net. Hammond has it coming up the near side wall, trying to break out again. Jace again ties the man up with a nice play in the neutral zone. Looking for that stretch pass, and Jace is right there to cancel it out. Foxes get possession and dump it back in and go for a change.
Great shift by Jace.
Hammond works this out. Cooper holds that at the line, intercepting that one. Backhand flip down behind the net. Luke's going to be the first to it. Luke circles around the net now to the far corner, walking out to the faceoff dot, turns and fires on a nice glove save by the Hammond keeper with 7:11 to go.
That's what I'm talking about, though. That's the rhythm. That's the pace that we wanted to see come back after all these penalties.
Just a simple, smart play by Cooper walking in from the blue line. The backhand dump, let Luke chase it.
Yep. And
he gets a quality scoring opportunity coming right off the circle.
Yep. And this builds equity. The longer they spend in the offensive zone, the more tired that Hammond's going to get. You can tell that they're just trying to make stretch passes now.
Antel in on the faceoff. Tie up right at the faceoff dot. Hammond comes away with possession, and they break out. A 2-on-2 rush with Antel and Cruz on the back check, though. Hammond driven down the far wall by Sage. That shot never got through. Sage and Antel sticks on the puck. Sage comes up with it now, looking to reverse it. He sends it around on the near side corner. Rosswag's over there to get it. Rosswag pitchforks that one backhanded all the way down, and we're going to get an ice on the Foxes.
I haven't been keeping track, but it feels like an inordinate amount of icings this game. Doesn't it? Just a little bit.
It feels that way. Not a bad thing, though.
No, not a bad thing.
I mean, if that puck right there just, it bounces a lot. Usually that one hit flat and just flew down. One bounce away from not being an ice. Antel in on the draw. Hammond wins that right out to their point. Shot at the cage, but well wide left. Hammond able to pinch down. Sage blocked that. Antel has it. Moves it up to Cruz. Cruz flips that one into the neutral zone. Has Bass ahead. Hammond able to come up with it. Sends it right back in. Rosswag has it now. Rosswag hard off the wall. Cruz there. Hammond player rushes in on him. And they send this back down behind the cage. Now over to the far corner. Sage goes over. Nice play by Sage to skate through the puck and just poke it up the wall. Fox is now able to come away with it. Hammond creates a turnover there. This one in on Huddy. He's going to glove that and hold on with 6:05 to go.
Yeah, halfway through the second period, shots are 2-2 in this period. Overall, 6-12 in favor of the Foxes. I don't know, the game's even out a little bit.
It has. But like you said, the disruption with the even strength plays, you could definitely see the toll it's taken. Look out. Axel able to clear that. Zach's got a clear lane to it. Zach's coming down the near side wall. Three players pressuring. Zach fires. And a glove save by the Hammond goalie on the slap shot by Zach. He kind of ran out of angle as he had three players chasing him down. And did the smart thing and just got the puck on net.
Yeah, the Hammond player went into the board after that. A little bit awkward, and he's holding his right arm. But he looks to be okay.
Hammond pulls that face off back. They go around behind their own net. Eli's going to be the first to it. Board battle now on the far side. Hammond comes away with it. Hammond tries to break out. Zach intercepts it at the blue line. Zach, another fire. That one blocked. Same player that went into the boards awkwardly. He is down. I think he took that. Looked like maybe the inside of the skate.
Yeah, that's a stinger. And that is the same kid who went into the boards after Zach shot last play. So he's having a rough minute. This one really got him.
You could hear it all the way from here.
Yeah.
Not sound good. He is up, but definitely hobbled. Not putting a lot of pressure on that foot.
I mean, Zach has a hard shot. Arguably top 3 on the team. So
Yep.
It's no joke.
Hopefully the Mohawk is okay.
Yep.
Again, holding his foot up as he goes to the bench.
Ooh.
So not looking good.
No.
Could be one of those stingers, though. Your foot
Yeah.
goes numb for a few minutes.
Yeah, you kind of go dead leg, and then you just wait for it to come back. But when it does, it comes back and it hurts.
Eli going to take the face off here again. Logan and Zach on the wings on the set with Cooper and Axel at defense. 5:35 to go, second period. Puck is dropped. Eli goes forward. Logan crashing the net looking for the loose puck, but Hammond able to turn it off into the far corner. Board battle now. 2 Hammond players run into each other and go down, and Eli comes away with the puck. Centering pass, and it just missed Logan's stick. A nice little look by Eli there. This one's sent up the ice. Zach tips it to Axel. Look out, Hammond has it coming down the near side. That one off the post, and it goes, and it is 3-1. Nice shot by the Hammond player coming down the near side.
Yeah,
Flings it off the inside of the far post on Huddy's left, and it goes.
Yeah, it caught Hudson by surprise because suddenly they had possession and his angle was just ever so slightly off. He was a little bit sunk in his crease and it gave him that window, but it was a precision shot by the Hammond player to score.
Fox is a little lackadaisical there on the loose puck in the zone. Kind of all looked at each other waiting for someone to take it, and Hammond took it. So back to what we were saying, a 3-0 lead. Foxes can't let their foot off the gas. Here's another turnover. Hammond coming in on a 2-on-1, shot off Huddy's face. Turned back in. Hudson with another save, and the Hammond Mohawks are driving now. There's another chance. This one bounces through the crease. I don't know if it ever went off Huddy. Tanner now able to come up with the puck. 3-on-1 if the Foxes hurry. Now a 3-on-2, now a 3-on-3. Hammond rushing back. Tanner trying to get into the neutral zone here. He's able to lose the puck. Fox is trying to come up with it. Sage has it. He goes up the wall hard. Hammond holds at the blue line to get onside, and this one's dumped in. Sage goes back to get it. Sage looks. Sage right in front of his own net again. Oh, boy. This one does work out to the neutral zone, though. Sent back in. Sage has it. Up the far side wall. This one goes out to the neutral zone. Luke there. Hammond able to move it back to center red now as they re-enter the Foxes zone. They dump it right back down. So Hammond going to a dump and chase here as they have some momentum and some energy. Chase up the near side wall to Luca, but Hammond walks right off the wall with it. This one, a blocker save by Hudson. Off to the far side wall, Luke has it. Luke's got Luca. 2-on-2 rush. Luke trying to pass to Luke. He whiffed on it, and he's going to carry it. Luke right down the slot. Back check is still with Luke. Luke fires. And he shoots and he scores. Luke in the top left corner. Oh, my goodness.
That thing had eyes.
It had
and a
eyes.
tracking beacon.
I mean, Luke went to play the headman pass to Luca. It rolled off the heel of his stick. Went right back to Luke. He carried it into the zone, cut across. It rolled off his stick.
That thing was vertical when he shot it, like a lacrosse shot.
He was able to get back on the puck and fired it, and it found the back of the net. 4-1. That's why you don't stop on the play. Good job by Luke there to keep with it.
We'll take it. My goodness.
Hammond able to come up with possession. They enter the zone 2-on-2 against Axel and Roswag. This one sent in. Hudson able to clear that one out into the corner as Roswag tied the man up in front. Let Huddy play goalie. This one down now comes off the near side while Roswag stepped up on a man. Puck goes across D to D. Cruise all over the player. This one sent in. Roswag, I think, deflected that one high and off the back glass as that centering pass was coming in with a man in the slot. Hammond still applying a lot of pressure here. Foxes need to match the energy. So starting to get a little physical out in front of the net.
They're getting Hammond's best right now.
Antel with the puck behind the cage. Antel, the Erics, EA Sports battling behind the net. Antel comes up with it. Antel looking for Bass on the headman, but the Hammond player picked it off at the line, sent it in on Cage, and Hottie gloves it and holds for the face-off with 2:33 to go in period number 2.
Yep. Shots, Mohawks 11, Arctic Foxes 15 total, and in the period it's 7 for the Mohawks, 5 for the Foxes.
Shot count creeping back to even here as the
It
Foxes
is.
came out with a flurry in the first.
I've been eyeing it.
Antel in on the face-off. Puck just sits right at the face-off dot, and Antel was able to poke it back to Rosswag. He plays that around to the corner, but only Mohawks are there. Axel goes out and challenges it as the Hammond player just didn't react as Axel came out to the corner and took it right off of him. This one works its way to the slot. Look out, open play, a nice back
job
by Cruz to disrupt that play. He moves it out to the point, and Bass couldn't get his stick on it there as he was going to be off to the races. But what a back check there by Cruz. Coming to the slot and disrupt it. There's a shot off of Rosswag's stick, and it goes 4-2.
Hudson was sliding left to right, anticipating the cross, deflected through, and he was already in motion.
1:58 to go here. Period number 2. It's 4-2 Foxes.
Yep. I think third period prognostication is going to be a little bit more of the same of trading punches if the Foxes don't find their footing and start putting some pressure back.
Foxes need to take control of just the overall pace of play here. It's been in our zone a lot this period.
Yep.
Puck drop. Foxes, Zach able to push this into the offensive zone. This goes down behind the net. Zach in on it. Logan able to step up on the man, take the puck away. Zach has it. He works it around behind the net. Logan there. Puck off of the Hammond's player stick behind the net. Logan still battles. Logan comes up with possession now. He centers it. That one weirdly went through the crease from a sharp angle.
I don't know how that didn't go in, if I'm honest.
Hammond able to counterattack. Zach got back there on the defensive pinch, able to tie things up at the Foxes' blue line. This one working out towards center red now. Push back. Zach has it off the boards. Eli finds it at center red, and him and Logan come in. Eli pokes that one down behind the Hammond goal. Hammond first to it. They work it up the far side wall. This one out to the point. Sage holds. He fires. This one goes wide of the cage into the near corner. Logan has it. Logan's trying to step around a Hammond player. Collision in front of the net. Player still down. Eli down. Hammond has a chance here. A breakout pass, or the stretch pass intercepted by Cooper. Coop throws that back in, but it's offsides on the Foxes. 40 seconds to go in the second period.
Yeah. A little bit of friendly sportsmanship out in front. Eli got knocked down from behind. He did the Hammond player no favors by holding on to his stick a little bit. But
just
hey,
laid on it. Yeah,
yeah.
The stick was underneath him.
Yeah, that's life in front of the net.
Yep. Oh, I'm having trouble getting up.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, it's stuck.
Tanner in on the face-off. He's able to push it forward off of Luke's stick, and Luca comes up with it. He drives down the far side wall. Hammond able to come up with that. Hammond player fell down, though. But from his seat was able to swat that puck off the stick of Tanner. This one intercepted by Tanner. Tanner fires. It was blocked. Luke turns it back on cage, and it just went wide. Up the far side wall. Intercepted again by Tanner. Rosswag applied the pressure. That one in, saved, and a rebound was sitting there. The Fox is able to come away with it. Some pushing and shoving after the play.
I wonder if they're going to give him an extra for the last tap. Looks like it. That'll get you.
And the Foxes are going to go to the power play.
Yep. That one little extra.
So, again, retaliation gets called there. Yeah, this happens a lot.
When the ref says don't do it again, and then you take that one last whack.
Face-off win back for the Foxes. Rosswag fires and gloved and held by the Hammond goalie. Nice face-off win by Tanner right back to Rosswag, but no traffic there. Goalie had a straight-on view of that one coming at him.
I like the decision, though.
Another face-off win. This one tied up. Hammond able to work this out off the glass. Sage back to get it. That's going to do it for period number 2. Foxes 4, Hammond 2, going into the final frame.
Yep. All right, so after 2 periods, shots Mohawks 12, Foxes 18. Shots on the period were an even 8 apiece. So it's becoming a little bit more of a game. It doesn't look like the penalties are going to be going away anytime soon. So
No, they're calling it tight.
They are.
It's been
yeah, they're fair. It's
mean,
just for a building up momentum again. This is going to be
Right.
what it looks like for the Foxes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 2 points of view for the remainder of this game. First one is, it is very possible to score goals on this goalie for Hammond. So more shots equals very likelihood that you get another goal on the board. And at a 2-goal lead, that third goal might be all the difference with 13 remaining. So shots are going to be important. Second thing is, and this is a wild theory, but consistently throughout this game, their first line has been significantly better than their second, third, and fourth. I suspect that they're getting into a comfort zone when they're playing against 2, 3, and 4, and then one comes out and oof, takes over a little bit.
Yep.
So they got to pay attention to which line's out there and play accordingly.
Definitely. Shout out to Frank Tigano pointing out that I added Hammond's last goal to the Foxes total and had to score it 5-1. It is 4-2. It is corrected now.
Frank, we're just predicting the future a little bit. What's up?
Well, we can't take a goal away from them. So we can predict our 5th goal, but I had to give them credit where credit's due.
We did.
Thank you, Frank, for double checking me. All right, 13 minutes on the clock here. Foxes on the power play for a minute 19 seconds to start the third. Puck is dropped. Foxes win the faceoff. Antel pushes to Bass. Bass pushes in the offensive zone. Gets a backhand shot on Cage. And it is saved and held.
This goalie's confident low, but he's not as confident high. They can get a few more high shots. They're going to get rebounds.
He's a
minimum.
smaller goalie for sure.
He's a smaller goalie. A little bit of
Fox
confusion.
is lining up in the wrong face-off circle. Interesting strategy. We'll see how that plays out. Antel able to win that face-off again. Another tie-up, and Antel just won the physical battle there to get his stick on the puck. Bass now able to come up with the puck with 2 Mohawks. Centering pass right to Cruz and a nice save.
I don't know if that was saved or deflected off of a stick.
Puck still behind the net. Bass able to come up with it again. Works at the Cruz. Cruz trying to come out with it. Look out, Hammond player fell down. Cruz has it. Went to shoot it. Rolled off of his stick. Tried to leave it for Axe to shoot and just couldn't get it on Cage. Hammond able to send this to length. And it's not going to get there. They wave off the icing. So 35 seconds to go. Breakout pass broken up by Hammond at the blue line. This one kicked by Bass in the neutral zone right back to Hammond. Bass trying to work it free. Just able to work it slightly over center red. Hammond able to come back away with it here. Down to 18 seconds left of the penalty. Hammond enters the zone. Short-handed. Coming right down in on Coop and Axe. This one shot well wide. Coop able to move it out. Down to the final 10 of the power play. Cooper has it. Hammond able to break that up. That's offsides. And a whistle there. So the back half of that power play did not look good.
No, I almost wish that wasn't offsides because it would have turned into an odd man break for error. Well, yeah, not much on that power play.
3 seconds to go on the power play for the Foxes. Zach, Eli, and I can't see who's on that far side. Probably Logan. It is Logan.
It is Logan.
Face-off won by Hammond, turned into the Foxes zone. Jace moves out across to Sage. Sage has it. Sage back to Jace across the ice off of Jace's stick to the near side wall, and Hammond dumps it down below the goal line. Zach back to get it for the Foxes. He moves that into the near side corner. Eli's there. Eli delays with the puck. Goes off the wall looking for Logan, but the Hammond player in the neutral zone was able to break that up. Dumped right back in. Jace has it now in the near corner. Jace goes D to Sage. Sage wraps that around. Hammond holds it in off the wall. Right back into the corner. Hammond doing a good job at the wings, tying up the Foxes breakout. Foxes wingers got to just get one step below them. Another break up there. In on goal. Hudson with the save. And is able to cover, and the Fox is able to clear the crease.
Oh, they're going to take him. Sage is going again. Roughing.
So the Foxes need to read the room here, right? Tight called game. The extra stuff is being called all game. So you just can't do it.
Yeah, it's tough because you don't want them taking extra whacks on Hudson. So some of them are worth it, but you know that you're going to have to play strong behind it.
Face-off won by Hammond. Right out to the Nice block there by Zach. Worked its way back. Roswell broke up the centering pass on the backhand, able to flip it out to the neutral zone and not down for an icing. So a nice backhand flip there to clear the zone. Allows Logan in on the forecheck. This one right back out. Errant pass to Jace. Jace goes back to Roswell. Roswell flips that one back out to the neutral zone. This is Logan now. It's like Logan tripped up on a rut in the ice there or something. Look out. Hammond down in. Roswell able to step up. Nice little pass there on the trailer coming into the zone by Hammond, but the shot went wide. Hammond has it now in the Foxes zone. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Hammond walks right out of the corner. Roswell with a whack. Hudson with the save. It's under him. He didn't know where it was, but it's trapped underneath him. And the Foxes might have dodged a bullet on that one.
Just barely caught it with the legs. It was good on him get down quickly on the 5-hole, but number 41 for Hammond, or is it 44? 44 for Hammond is becoming a problem for the Foxes.
Too easy for him to walk out from that corner.
Yeah, again, first line, they're doing some damage for Hammond.
Face off won by Tanner. Tanner back to Axe. Axe off the wall, but it not out. Hammond crashes down on the wall and holds it in. Here we go again. Axel whiffed on that clearing attempt. Shot in off Huddy's mask. Scramble for the puck in front. Where is it? Foxes need to get it out of there. Hammond able to whack it down below the goal line now. Cooper battling with a Hammond player behind the net. He's got the Hammond player pinned against the wall. Penalty coming up here on the Foxes. Axel able to clear it out. Is it on the Foxes? I don't know. It is on the Foxes. The whistle should have been blown already. We touched it twice now. Another roughing call.
I mean, so here's the part where I wish that it was a little bit more balanced. Both were roughing each other. To only take one.
All right, so Foxes, it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 4 seconds.
Yeah. This is where the Foxes
turning point here in the game. Foxes need to kill this.
Yep. Ice anything.
So, Foxes deploy Tanner, Antel, and Axel on the 5-on-3 for 4 seconds, and then another penalty kill.
Here comes 44. Keep an eye on 44.
Puck is dropped. Hammond wins the faceoff. They're in the corner. Axel pressured. Hammond plays this up to the line. There's interference right out of the box, and no call. Sage was trying to get to that puck. He was tied up in the neutral zone by the defender. No call. Tanner now trying to work it through. Hammond able to come back into the zone. Hammond rushes down on the power play here. Hudson with a save there. Puck off to the near side below the goal line, and Sage sends it around the wall. Held in by Hammond. Bouncing puck. Pushed right back down below the goal line into the far corner. Up the far boards. Coming off the wall. Shot coming in. Deflected. Nice play by Axel as that one worked its way into the crease. And cleared by Tanner for the ice. A great play there. Axel Anderson able to jump on the puck. It was deflected on the way in. It got off angle. It was in the crease, and Axel swept it out of there.
Yep. This is going to be a really important kill.
45 more seconds on the penalty.
Yep. And shots are within 2 of each other now, 17-19.
Antel in on the faceoff. Pushes it right off the ref's skate. Came right back to him. He moved it back to Jace. Jace tries to clear. It's knocked down. Sent in on cage. Deflected. I think Roswell got a piece of it. And it went wide. This into the near corner now. Behind the net, Roswell ties it up off of a Hammond stick. Luca there looking for the puck. Nice play by Antels. He works it out. He lost an edge. Luca pushing the puck through the neutral zone here. Able to force it back into the Hammond zone with 20 seconds left on the penalty. Hammond sends this up. Jace has it just inside his own blue line. Jace holds, able to walk around a man. Flips that one through the neutral zone, but not into the Mohawk zone. Mohawks drive right back in. Luca giving the pressure on the far wall. Roswell comes up with the puck as the Hammond player went down. Roswell able to push it forward. Look out. Roswell's got a chance. 1-on-1. Roswell drives wide. He's got a chance. He shoots. He scores! And the Foxes have taken a 5-2 lead.
That is a momentum killer for Hammond. You just had a 5-on-3 for 6 seconds. You just played a power play where 44 was on the ice for the entire minute 30 of it. And just at the waning seconds, puck turns over, goes the other end. Eric takes an amazing shot, and now you're down 3.
Roswell able to one-handed out of the zone and then skate into it as the seas parted and beat the final man wide and was able to drive right into the slot and bury that one. So Foxes now win the faceoff. Jace moves it up to Luca. Luca on the far wall. I'm sorry, is that Jace or Sage? They have the same tape now.
No, it's Jace. It's Jace.
Jace battles in the neutral zone. Hammond comes away with it. Foxes are moving. Jace with a nice shift. A good back check there. Moves it to Roswell. Roswell on the stretch past the Bass. And a good play by Hammond there to break things up. Hammond goes across their zone off the wall in front of them. Bass flying in on the back check here. Nice play by Bass. He took the extra stride and took the puck off his stick without hauling the man down. Good play by Bass. Luca now able to push this into the far corner. Luca bodied. And out of all the calls in this game, I'm surprised that one wasn't one.
They may have missed it.
Hammond carrying the puck out. Good back check by Cruz and Bass. Axe able to poke the puck off the player's stick. Cruz with it now. Cruz finds Bass on the far wing. Bass splits the D. Bass has a chance. He pulls up. He shoots. Just wide left. Cruz right in on the forecheck, able to disrupt things. And Hammond's able to flip this out to the neutral zone. Axel does a nice job to just body the man away from the puck. Cruz has it. He looks for the stretch pass. That one off of Hammond right to Cooper. Cooper inside the blue line now. Cooper down the far side with the puck. He shoots and it just went high and wide. Nice play by Coop. Axel holds at the line. He walks down the near side wall. He sends it in a Cage. Oh, my goodness. The Hammond defender swatted at it as it was going right in on Cage. Luca now comes up with the puck in the far corner. Moves it below. Centering pass. Zach was tied up. It was Eli with the pass. Nice play by the Hammond player to lift Zach's stick. Hammond able to dump this down. Axel goes to get it. We're under 6 minutes to go in the third period. Axel on the breakout. Works his way up. Works it to the neutral zone. He's got Eli. Eli comes up with it. Him and Logan into the offensive zone. Eli right down Main Street. He shoots. And a good save by the Hammond keeper. And he holds. 5:27 to go. Some up and down action here all of a sudden.
The best part about that shift was 44 had come back on looking to do some damage, and the Foxes owned the puck in the offensive zone for most of it. 44 has to go to the bench. Couldn't do anything else. He's the only one on Hammond right now that is flipping the board.
Zach pushes that face-off forward. Hammond able to get to it and work it up the near side wall. Eli and Zach combined for some pressure. This one sent right out in front of the Hammond cage, but no Foxes were there to do any damage, and Hammond able to move it through the neutral zone, and they flicked this below the Foxes' net. Roswell over to it. It rolls around the far side wall. Roswell skates through the puck and through a Hammond player. Luckily, we're going to call that competitive contact. Oh, and a nice flip by Roswell out to Eli. Eli's in on a breakaway. Hammond player on his back. He shoots and scores! Eli Tagano with a nice little flip over the keeper's glove hand.
That was a nice touch.
And the breakout pass there sent Eli in on the breakaway, and the Foxes have made it 6-2 with 4:52 to go.
He waited out the goalie for the last nanosecond, and the goalie finally bit low with both hands going down. And as soon as it happened, Eli flipped it up on the backhand high.
The poise of Eli to feel the pressure from behind. He got a wide base, and the defender coming from behind him just couldn't get a stick around him. It was a great play by Eli.
Yes.
Face-off won by Tanner. Sage pokes that one. But it goes right to him.
Check.
Roswell spins with it. Steps out, jumped around a man there. Able to get back to it. Puck along the far side wall. Hammond able to push it down towards the corner. And the Foxes just being pains now. Get the puck away. Luke pushing this one up through the neutral zone. Finds Luca. It goes just under his skate. But Luke is able to first. Oh, he lost an edge here on the near side. Well, he's okay. He's back up, and he comes away with the puck. Nice play by Luca. Luca sends it around behind the net. Luke is back there. Luke looking for the slot out to Sage. Sage steps in. Fires blocked off by the Hammond player. That was coming out on him, and Hammond able to come out of the zone. Here's 44 for Hammond, dragging the puck down the far side wall. Roswell able to poke it off of his stick, and he's got it here on the near side wall looking for a breakout. He finds Luca. Luca at the blue line. Goes wide. Luca trying to work his way. He's got Luke in front. He found him.
Great save.
And what a save. I can't believe Luke got that shot off with the defender falling right at his stick.
Me
Nice
either.
play by Luca to find him, and nice play by Luke to get the shot in on Cage.
Yeah, that was a great shift by Luke. It started by getting bodied into the neutral zone behind the play with no call. Then is able to work it out of the zone contested, play a little behind the net, and then sets himself up front for a good one-timer and almost scored.
Face-off goes right in on Cage. Antel, I think, pushed that one.
Are we going
forward.
to count that as a shot?
It would have gone in the net if he didn't save
We
it.
think so? All right. We'll give it.
Another one here. Antel controls, but it was tied up. This one flipped out off Jace's stick, just got into the neutral zone. Jace was able to turn it back. Hammond finds it. They flip it over into the Fox's zone. Cooper has it. Cooper right through the neutral zone looking for a stretch pass. This one back in onside play as Hammond did a good job to hustle to get back to the blue line and onside. Cooper goes to Jace. Jace up to the neutral zone looking for Bass and Antel. Players down all over the ice in the neutral zone. Hammond comes away with it and back in. Antel on a back check forces Hammond to just dump it below the goal as we creep down towards the 3-minute mark here in the third period. Jace finds Antel in his defensive zone rather, but Hammond able to step up and hold it in. There's a shot attempt. It's kind of a fan. Came in. Fox is cleared out. Cruz has it. He works that one deep in, and Bass is going in on it. Nice play by Cruz there, looking for the headman. Nice rush there by Antel. The Hammond player just kind of stepped up. This is the player that got the injury on the shot block, so good to see that he's healthy and back out there. Antel now on the back check, able to come away with it. Puck was under the Hammond player for a second. Cruz finds it, trying to hit Bass on the breakout. It gets past the defender, and Bass has the speed. He's going to get to it first, and he plays it around the defender behind the net. He's got Cruz wide open in front if he can get to the puck, but he just couldn't gain possession to turn it into the slot. We are down to 2:15 to go in the third period. Hammond down the near side wall. Coop able to come over and cut that off. This one goes to Hammond, a deflection in front, and it goes wide. Hammond with it now at the blue line. They flip it high off the glass behind the Fox's cage. Axel finds it out to Logan. Hammond steps up, bodies the puck off Logan there, and they're able to turn it back in below the line. Zach working now against the Hammond player. This one's still sitting there. Zach finds it. Pitchforks that back in. Nice play by the Hammond defender to glove it down to his stick. Hold it in at the line. Cooper has it now. Foxes look a little tired right now. Minute 30 seconds to go in period number 3. Eli has it. He finds Logan at the blue line. It just went past the stick, and this is going to go down for an ice on the Foxes with 1:26 to go in the game. Sorry, 1:25 to go.
Yeah, it looks like 44 is back out here, and he may finish this game out based on what his shift times have looked like here in the third period. So it's not going to be an easy end to this game. They just got to keep going, but the game's pretty well in hand at 6-2.
Zach in on the faceoff for the Foxes. Puck is dropped. Zach wins it back to Roswag. Roswag carries behind his own net. Wraps this one off the boards. And not out. Held in at the line. Hammond able to try to center that one back to the other D, but it works its way out into the neutral zone. Sent back in, and that's offsides on Hammond with 1:09 to go.
44 looks to the bench. He gets the all clear, staying out. Shots this period, Hammond 5, Foxes 6. And with 1:09 to go, shots overall are 17-24 Foxes.
Face off one back by Hammond, but Fox is able to come off the line and get the puck. Tanner tied things up, and Luca swooped in and took the puck. Luca, 3 players all over him as he was trying to work a shot in. Nice play by Axel there to break things up and hold it at the line. Shot off the blocker of the Hammond goalie. This one comes back out to Ross. We'll get the point. He fires one. That one went well wide of the cage. I don't know if that was a shot or just a dump back into the zone. Luca circles, shoots, save, and Hammond has it now trying to break out. Tied up there. Luca able to disrupt the breakout again. Got a stick on the pass. Luca working 2 Mohawks down in the corner. Tanner comes in. Steps up. Tanner back checking now. Just rubs the man off on the boards nicely. Puck went to Roswag, and he went right across to Luke, and the Foxes re-entered the zone, but Hammond tied things up. Hammond driving in now on Sage and Roswag. Roswag just pushes the man off the puck. A nice play there. able to stop the 2-on-1 chance there, and puck went back up the near side wall. Held in. Sage now with it. Sage just absolutely leveled, and a penalty coming up here on Hammond.
Guess who?
44 just took a liberty on Sage at the last second, and now the Foxes and Hammond having some words there at the end of the game as Eric came in yapping away, but
We have a great win for the Foxes, 6-2. Final shot, 17 for the Mohawks, 26 for the Foxes. For me, the three best players for the Foxes today were Axel, fantastic game, Jace, fantastic sound, and then Eli for all of his dazzling and his goals. And I would give an honorable mention to Eric Roswag as well. Solid performances by all.
6-2 final here in game one of the Winter Grinder Tournament. We'll be back later tonight, 7:15, same
7:15.
location. And thanks for joining in. We'll see you guys later.